Hey, what's up everybody? It's Tobias from Noematic Elevation, coming at you guys with another video. A little update, I guess, just on the economy and what's going on. I told you guys this was going to happen. Anybody who's been following me on Instagram, Clubhouse, or any of the old YouTube videos that you guys can go look at on my channel, please click and subscribe too as well. Yeah, it's going downhill. This is what happened last time. They say that the recession started last time in 08, but it really started more like 05, 06, and we're right around in that area right now. As you guys probably noticed, a lot of your groceries, eggs, just stuff in general is getting more expensive. That's because of the inflation. And the thing that's happening right now that's going to make it so much worse is not only did that happen here, it happened across the world because everybody was doing quantitative easing, meaning they were printing up a bunch of money. It's just every central bank did it everywhere. And now the tool that they use to fight inflation is actually quantitative easing, but they can't do it anymore. And that's what's going to make this so much worse. There was so much that happened this last month. You got 4 bank runs. I mean, nobody's even making a big deal out of that, let alone banks closing down all over the place. It's happening here and overseas. Credit Suisse, I think it's called. I mean, that's a bank in Switzerland. That's supposed to be one of the safest places to keep your money. They shut down, basically. I mean, they're bailing them out, but without bailouts, all of these banks will be closed. It's not just Silicon Valley Bank that went through all of the issues. It's everybody's going through it. So a lot of these regional and local banks are owned. Well, I wouldn't say owned. They're supported by the larger banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America. Well, you're going to start seeing them have problems as well. So I suggest you got to get prepared for what's coming downhill. I mean, you can hold out hope if you want to depend on hope. I'm not a depend on hope type guy. I like to be prepared as best I can. So, you know, a lot of you guys are asking me questions about what I think is going to happen next. And I think that we're headed towards the depression, like something worse than 1929. And this is just my personal opinion. I don't see how we can get out of it. Jerome Powell is the Fed chair right now. He has no tools, nothing in his arsenal, and I don't think that he intends on stop raising interest rates anyway. I think the interest rates are going to continue to rise. You're going to see a lot of foreclosures come about, worse than last time for sure. If you are in a foreclosure, we're going to have some help for you. We might not be able to get your house back, like with all this birth certificate stuff that don't work that they talk about. Run away from that. You're about to waste up any kind of resources that you have if somebody's telling you anything about the government is about to pay your bills. But we got some things that I went through personally that I use that I know that works when I was going through a crash in 08. And I was able to kind of stall them out for 2 or 3 years and save up some money. So there's a lot of tricks and tactics that I can show you about that, and that may help you guys, because I know some of you guys are starting to feel the pressure right now, especially if you went out and you got a property in the last 2 or 3 years. You kind of bought at the top of the market, and what's going to happen is, unfortunately, jobs are going to shut down. I mean, they're laying off left and right. I think, was it Amazon laid off another 4,000 people or something like that? All the larger corporations are starting to lay off. Tesla laid off some people. I mean, this is what happens. In order for the economy to get back to where it was, people are going to have to lose their jobs. He literally said it. So I think it will behoove you to maybe go on the internet and type in Jerome Powell and Fed meetings and listen to what he's saying. They're saying a lot of fancy words and stuff, but listen to what he's saying and look around a little bit and figure out how that affects you. If you have not gotten your stuff straight and you're on the fence about anything that has to do with your finances or your job sector, you need to take a look at as well. I would honestly make sure that I have all of my assets and stuff protected, especially under a trust. There's some things that you can do insurance-wise when you have assets under your trust, i.e. your house, that may be able to help you. I don't want to say that publicly, but we're going to be opening up a little private mentorship and room where we can kind of talk a little bit more freely, and I'll let you know about that. But go on there and start doing some research, man. Get your credit straight. If you're not going to do it yourself, or it's going to take too much time to do it yourself, might as well pay somebody. You're gonna lose that money anyway. And if you're a smart person, any money that you do on self-improvement is a write-off. I'm not a financial advisor, but check with your financial advisor, especially if you have a business. Any of the money that you're putting into self-improvement or anything like repairing your credit, your business credit, your trust, all of that stuff's a write-off. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people's businesses aren't structured. You're not paying yourself a wage salary. Instead of just taking your 1099 or commingling funds, you need to be cutting yourself a check every month. You need to have your Social Security and your unemployment and everything taken out. You should be operating correctly and not half in, half out, because you're going to get hurt. It's going to be really, really, really bad. And if you go back and look at my videos 8 months ago, I've been on the knob about the timing of all of this stuff. And we're in financial services and banking and stuff. I get to see all of this before it hits. That's why if you go look at the end of 2022 and the end of 2021, go look at how many CEOs retired. We just get this stuff. It hits the public later. They already know what's coming downhill. Plus, if you know anything about economic cycles, we're on a downturn. And it's going to be a few years before it comes back. Now, with that being said, for those of you guys who do have great credit and you have your business credit set up and your trust, this is going to be an opportunity for you to increase your wealth. It's going to be sad that people are going to be losing stuff because they're not prepared for what's coming, and it's unfair how I think that it's been handled, the economy and all the money printing, but it's part of it. I would seriously start taking a look at around your neighborhood and watch the housing prices, especially on multifamily. They're having a huge issue right now with the commercial real estate. It's already crashed, and a lot of those buildings are going to need to be repurposed. So, and when I say repurposed, I mean what was an office building maybe you can get a rezone to be condos. Maybe you can use it for like an urban farm. And this is just some of the stuff that we're coming out with later on down the road. And I'm big on gardening. I don't know if a lot of people know that. I'm huge on gardening. But I just wanted to come on here real quick. I know I might have got a little shaky here. I'm on my way to a meeting. But I wanted to come on here and kind of give an update because I'm getting a lot of questions. And I'll try and make a video where I'm sitting down and start putting together some informational videos for you guys to look at on not only the economy and stocks and stuff like that, but actually the trust and our new product that we got, understanding the Cusip. And that's down below in the description. You can click on that and check it out. I hope all of you guys have a good weekend, and we're going to be running an Easter special as well, and I'll get that out to everybody on our products. And yeah, Noematic Elevation, trying to help out and get it done. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good weekend.